In this video, I will show you how to test for nitrate and phosphate. Before you get started, you'll need to have your gloves and your safety glasses, along with the testing kit, your water sample, and a timer. So the first thing we're going to test for is nitrate. You'll need 2 tubes filled with sample water. One will be filled to 10 milliliters and it'll go in the back of the OctaViewer. The second will be filled to 2.5 milliliters and that will be placed in the front of the OctaViewer. The first chemical that we're going to work with is the mixed acid reagent, and you're going to want to go ahead and add the white cap to it. It's going to be a little bit easier to use this way. And we will take our sample water that contains 2.5 milliliters and we'll add the mixed acid reagent until the sample is exactly at 5 milliliters. Go ahead and add your cap to that. Mix it and set your timer. Let it sit for exactly 2 minutes. All right, now that our 2 minutes is up, we're going to go ahead and add 1 level spoonful of the nitrate reagent. Set that spoon aside. We're going to want to rinse it before it gets used again. And we are going to cap the sample water and also cap the reagent so it doesn't spill. And then with our sample water, we're going to go ahead and invert it exactly 60 times in 1 minute. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you count all the way to 60. Now that you've inverted this 60 times, you're going to set a timer and wait for 10 minutes. All right, now that our 10 minutes are up, we can go ahead and find out our results. So first thing you want to do is take that mixture of reagent and sample water and mix it once more. Make sure that you remove the cap. Next, you can take the slider and insert it into the viewer. You want to make sure that you're reading from the half that says nitrate nitrogen parts per million. So go ahead and insert that. It's going to be really important that you face the tubes towards a natural light source when you're reading your results. You're going to go ahead and compare the top rectangle to the standard colors that they have given to you. All right, next up is the phosphate test. What you'll need is a fresh 10 milliliters of sample water that goes in the front of the comparator bar, and 10 milliliters of sample water to go in the back of the comparator bar. You'll also need the phosphate reducing, it doesn't say if it's reagent or what, but it says phosphate reducing on it. You'll need the phosphate acid reagent. You'll need a new 0.1 gram spoon, a new cap, and a 1 milliliter pipette. All right, the first step is to take your pipette and add exactly 1 milliliter of the phosphate acid reagent. So go ahead and add that to the comparator bar tube that's in the front, the one that we'll be adding the chemicals to. So add in your 1 milliliter. Make sure you cap the reagent so it doesn't spill. And then go ahead and take your new cap, add it to that test tube, and mix it. We're going to go ahead and add our 0.1 gram of phosphate reducing. So remember, you're using a new spoon. So add 1 leveled spoon to the sample water. Go ahead and give that guy a cap so it doesn't spill. Cap your test tube as well, and then you're going to mix it until it's dissolved. Once it's fully dissolved, you'll set a timer for exactly 5 minutes. Now that our 5 minutes is up, you can go ahead and remove the cap. Note on this one, you do not need to mix that tube a second time. So go ahead and insert the slide reader. Again, make sure you're reading from the side that says phosphate, not nitrate. It's really important that when you read these results, you're facing the tubes towards a natural source of light.